Today we are back with another console breakdown video. I heard you console players. I know you're constantly looking for tips to get better. So today we're going to be breaking down another game by Reidboyy, who in my opinion is the best Rebirth player. He's got a 5-something KD, I believe, and consistently drops 30 and 40 kill games. So we're going to be talking about what he does well, specifically taking a look at the tips that I always talk about, which are going to be to keep your distance a little bit, of course, using information to your advantage. And I talk about sensitivity, although I forget what his is. His actually isn't too high. Now, right here, I want you to specifically pay attention to how he keeps his distance from people. Understand that it's not a full keeping your distance. It's 5 to 7 meters. Stay outside of that range where you can get your camera broken. But you can still play aggressive and put yourself in some closer range situations. Now, the other thing that I do want to mention today that I haven't mentioned in others is that on console, positioning is more important. On PC, you can get away with having bad positioning because of movement, whereas you can't really do that as much on console. Positioning is going to be crucial here. So we're going to be taking a look at his positioning. The other thing I will tell you is that trust yourself. Trust your movement speed. I've had a lot of questions about why do I move so slow on console. You move the exact same as you do on PC. I promise you, it's been tested. It just feels slower because you are zoomed in because of the FOV. So he's going to go ahead. He's going to grab this kill over at Living, and he's actually going to push this. He's going to play a little bit aggressive, but watch how he keeps his distance as he pushes in here. He's able to get that down, get that thirst, and he goes ahead and he uses his movement a little bit here. Watch how he does a little, he slides past and then jumps backwards to open up that FOV. This is a move that you should learn on console, which is jumping backwards, right? He jumps backwards to open up his FOV a little bit. That allows him to kind of recenter on that enemy and get that kill. He's got 7 kills with 8 other teams. He's on a really good start. Now we obviously fast forwarded here. Let's talk about this real quick. I want to highlight this because he does this all the time. If you get caught in a super close range situation, right? I tell you to stay outside of that 5 to 7 meter range. But what happens if you're in a situation like that? The answer is hip fire or throwing knife, and he does both very well. So you're going to see this right here. He's going to push in. He gets caught very close to this person right here. So he just stops. He just stops ADS and he lets the hip fire take advantage. At the end of the day, you are so close to that person, you're not going to miss a bullet. So just take advantage of that component if you are super close. At which point, you really look at the times that you're in a tough spot is when you truly get your camera broken, and that's about it. He's going to go ahead, keep his range. He's going to be in good positioning, keep his distance, and understand this range is really good for console players. It's really easy because you're a little bit more zoomed in. You can really easily control recoil on guns, and you can get kills at that range. So definitely want to be closer if you have to, but don't be afraid to use that to your advantage. Watch how he does this throughout this fight. Okay, so we're going to skip forward to control here. Okay, and I want you to watch this. Instead of pushing in, which is what I would do as a PC player, I would go. Watch how he keeps his distance. He just waits. He keeps his distance. He's going to push in. He's going to challenge, and he's going to center his crosshairs. Be ready. He gets that down and thirst. 1 down below. So he's going to shoot, turn the corner. He's ready. Keep his distance. Now, what does he have? 1 here. He's going to get the down, get the thirst. And at this point, he's just being bombarded by 2 teams, and he ends up going down. He's going to fly back in on Lodi. Real quick, by the way, if you are looking to get better at Rebirth, just consider hitting that subscribe button down below. I'm a 4KD player. I do videos every single day, just trying to help people get better at Rebirth. So if you are looking to get better, just consider hitting that subscribe button down below. And I post videos every single day. Like I said, I live stream on YouTube 4 days a week. So if you want to know when I'm posting and going live, make sure you turn on that notification bell. Now he's going to go back over to control. I talk about information, right? He knows that there's people over here. Watch how he keeps his distance. He doesn't just full send control like a PC player would. He's going to stay back a little bit. He's going to hit shots. He gets 1 down. He gets 1 broken. Can't get that 2nd down right there. Now he's going to push in and see what he can find. Notice how he doesn't immediately push in. He's going to use the positioning. He's going to use this to his advantage, take a little bit of cover, and understand that there are people still in here that he can take advantage of. So he's going to push over. He's going to get 1 down, but 1's broken. And he knows there's a bunch of people still around, but he's in a good spot. He hasn't moved from this spot right here because he's going to use positioning and not put himself in a position to get his camera broken. Quick plate, and he's back. By the way, he has 17 kills. When did he get 17 kills? See how they just add up sometimes when you're in the action? They just add up. He's going to push down below, get 1 right there, and he goes down. He gets shotgunned. It is what it is. What is he supposed to do about getting shotgunned? That doesn't even matter no matter what distance or what system you play on. If you're getting shotgunned by somebody, then you're dead. There's not much you can do whether you're on PC or console. Now he's going to go ahead and push back over here. Now he's back over. He's getting the down, getting the thirst. It almost looks like a carbon copy, but he's still playing positioning to his advantage. And this is where, as a PC player, I can get away with movement a little bit more. On console, you want to focus a little bit more about positioning. Again, as I mentioned, though, that doesn't mean you don't want to be in the action. It just means you want to be a little bit strategic about how you're approaching those fights. He's going to push up. He's getting the down and the thirst right there, and he gets the down and thirst. Notice the range here. He's still in a good spot, right? This is the range that's okay. I want you to understand how close you can be and still be in a good position. Just don't get right on top of people. And like I said earlier, if you do, just hip fire to your advantage. He's got 22. He's going to push over. Good range for console. He's going to go ahead and challenge here. Can't pull his parachute. That's unfortunate. One to the left. Good range here for console. Positioning. Keep your distance. Use your AR. You can definitely use your SMG if you're in a situation like that, like he is right here. And this is where he does use his movement. But once again, watch how he un-ADSs here. He's going to jump down, right? This is an okay range. Another great example. He's still in an okay spot. He's not in a situation where he's going to get his camera broken. Now, as he re-peaks this is a situation where he could get his camera broken. This is a little bit too close. We don't want to be this close, but he hip fires. Notice he's not ADSing here. He's so close to this person, he's just going to take advantage. He jumps backwards, opens up that FOV, then re-ADSs. He's able to get that down right there. So you see how that happens? He's either going to hip fire, he's going to throwing knife, which we watched in a previous video on him, or he's going to jump backwards to open up that FOV. And a lot of times it's going to be a combination of both. He's got 6,800. He's going to go ahead and get some information here. He's got 25 kills. Self, UAV, pop UAV. He's good to go. He drops some money behind for purple. He's going to grab some... I don't know what he grabbed. Maybe a UAV and he pocketed one. Now he's going to go ahead and push over here. He's moving nice and slow, baby. Taking his time. And like I said, just understand that your speed on console is the same as it is on PC. Good range for console players right there. He's able to get that down. And I hope this video of all things helps you understand what I mean when I say keep your distance. You don't have to go crazy. One right through the tent. So he's going to go ahead and push up here, see what he can find. Notice how he has information. This makes this fight a lot easier, especially when it comes to approaching. And I also want to pay attention, like, how well he centers his crosshairs. It's going to be crucial to center your crosshairs on console because you got to use that to your advantage. You got to keep that FOV. You got to have your eyes constantly looking. And the best way to do that is to keep your crosshairs moving as opposed to your eyes. PC players, again, we can get away with using our eyes to just look around. Console players, not as much. So notice how he's constantly looking and playing back and forth a little bit. Now, of course, as I mentioned, and as I continue to mention, it is a whole lot easier when you have information up because then you're anticipating based on a specific position. Good shots right there with the AR. Good range. Doesn't go ahead full send that just yet. Now he's in. He's got one down. One right here. He's going to push in. Notice he keeps his distance, though. He doesn't just full send. He's ready for that person, and that's where you anticipate based on information. He gets the break. Now he pushes. And right here, it's okay to play a little bit closer because you already have the advantage there. He's got 29. He's got one other team, obviously. He's got two other players, and he knows exactly where both of them are. So he's in a really good spot here. And this is going to go on. They drag this out a little bit. I mean, only 1 second left on Respawn now. Respawn just disabled, so he's going to go ahead and push up here. One downside of super UAVs, as I always talk about, is the fact that you don't see levels, so he's not totally sure. Although he's going to go ahead. He catches a quick glimpse, and you could probably hear him right there. He gets the down with that little jump spot. Make sure you know that jump spot. There's one more. He's got the 30. And now he's going to pick up a few extra kills here. Still one down below him somewhere. He's got a UAV. And notice just the anticipation, the range, the information. All of those things go together. And they just farmed this last team, by the way. Now, look, this is just where he is better. You know, even though I talk about positioning and everything on console, well, I mean, this movement's nasty. It's just so nasty. He gets the down. He gets the down right there. Slides behind cover. Quick re-peek. And he's up. And he strafes to the right a little bit to avoid some bullets. He gets the down. And he gets the thirst on both. One left, over, down by Decon somewhere. All the way on the other side. This is part of the problem with, you know, farming teams for this long. You get extra kills, but the game does drag on. Watch this. I mean, hey, look. If you made it this far and you really, in your heart, want to comment bot lobby, just ask yourself one question before you comment. Would you have dropped a 30 bomb? Honestly. Answer honestly. I think the answer would be no, you probably wouldn't. So, you know, look, and this is the last player right here. This is actually, they're trying to actually get him to buy teammates back so Reidboyy can drop like 36. They're trying so hard. And this is what happens. And this is when we talk about farming kills, this is what I mean by taking advantage of teams that you're better than. He's clearly better than this team, so he's going to try to do what he can. He's going to hit shots right there. Good range. And look, I just want to reiterate again, it's not all about just, you know, having to stay 40, 50 meters away. You just have to be in a little bit of a, and there's the bag back. They bought 2 back, and they're just going to keep buying back here. It's not about keeping 30, 40, 50 meters away. It's about staying outside of that 5, but understand with your AR, you actually have a really good advantage because of how zoomed in. See how easy it is for him to see that person and track that person? It's not, I'm not going to say it's that much tougher on console or on PC, but the person's smaller and you got to track it a little bit better. Inside here, there's the 37 kill win right there. So I hope you found today's video helpful, console players. As I always say, let's get better today, and I will see you tomorrow.